You know what they say, Father Time waits for nobody, including for the man that many of us think is the greatest to ever do it. We had 4 games in the NBA tonight, and we start in Minnesota, where tonight, on the second night of a back-to-back, LeBron looked like a guy about to turn 40. Lakers escaped with a 1-point win yesterday in Utah. Second night of a back-to-back, LeBron misses the 3, but then he gets the lob. The bright spot for the Lakers recently has been D'Angelo Russell, 17 points a game over his last 3. D'Lo with an early 3, but now D'Lo stuck in midair turns it over, and that leads to this, Rudy Gobert the slam. End of the first, Minnesota's under 500 coming into this game, but you couldn't tell it by the way they played tonight. End of the first quarter, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Second quarter now, Wolves up by 5. Dante DiVincenzo's been struggling this season. They needed him to have a night like this. Late in the second quarter, things going from bad to worse for the Lakers. Max Christie, the air ball, my goodness. And that leads to DiVincenzo to Randle. Here are the New York guys once again. Randle, the pass to the big ragu for 3, all Wolves. Lakers down by 15 late in the third. LeBron's been quiet. Here he is with a mid-range over Rudy. But other than that, tonight was not a good night for Bron. Rudy Gobert with a follow-up slam. Now Rudy Gobert the steal, and watch the big fella run the break. Look for a second like early in the fourth quarter. Tonight might be the night where LeBron's 10-point streak comes to an end. But he would get one to go there on the other end. Dante's Inferno again. Bron struggles, the Wolves cruise, and I have to show this with a minute to go. Terrence Shannon Jr. From the Wolves' perspective, is it so hard for Chris Finch to play these rookies? Dillingham and Shannon can both hoop. But the story in this one, though, LeBron struggling once again on the second night of a back-to-back. His 3-ball has looked completely off recently. LeBron was very candid after the game saying, quote, "I'm just not good offensively right now." Even if he was 50 years old, these are numbers that I just can't get used to seeing from LeBron James. Now, granted, he was great yesterday in Utah. He's almost 40, second night of a back-to-back. I'm not going to put too much stock into it. But this whole notion that LeBron said he wants to play in all 82 games seemed kind of ridiculous when he said it. It seems even more ridiculous now. AJ Redick said this, quote, "I don't know if it's in the best interest of him and of us if he does that. I totally agree. LeBron's going to need nights where he just doesn't play."
No, I mean, that's a goal, but, we'll see. But it's something I ain't discussing right now.
I know he had a rough game tonight. I know he totally didn't look like himself, but if there's one thing I'm never going to do, I don't care if he's 60 years old. If he's on a basketball court, I'm never going to underestimate LeBron James's ability to flip that switch. Boston tonight, another team that can flip that switch. The Celtics dealing with the Heat. Both teams lost yesterday. Miami lost in Toronto. Boston lost in Cleveland without Jaylen Brown, and there is Brown. I personally would hate to be the team that plays the Celtics the night after a loss, because they came out today with evil intentions. Tatum, the bullet pass to Pritchard. This dude, Peyton Pritchard, by the way, is so freaking cold. Right to the rim with the left. Celtics up by 6, 9:40 to go in the second. Pritchard again, he loves that left wing. He'd go to a zone defense now, but they forgot about the hottest man in the gym. He gets in these grooves once in a while that it is just unbelievable to witness. Pritchard catching fire in the second. Celtics up by 14. Now it's Brown's turn. Celtics doing a little bit of everything. Have to give a shout out to Luke Kornet's defense. Kornet with the block. Now Tatum's turn from downtown. Celtics raining threes. This was pure domination from start to finish. The Heat did not have Jimmy Butler, by the way, but I don't know if it would have mattered with the way the Celtics played tonight. Tonight, Peyton Pritchard with 25 more points, 5 boards, 4 assists. The Celtics fans think he's the 6th man of the year, and so far, I cannot disagree. After the game, Jaylen Brown with maybe a subliminal shot at Jimmy Butler, I'm not sure. Quote, "It's hard for teams to be great if some of their best players never play back-to-backs." Speaking of greatness, Bulls and Nets from Chicago today. There's greatness. Gucci Mane with an early 3. Now it's the rookie, Matas Buzelis. A minute later, he's getting really good shooting from those corners. Levine to the rookie again. End of the first quarter, the Bulls announcer calls him Little Boozy Vert. Second quarter, I was ready to shed a tear as a Bulls fan. When was the last time we had a rookie with this much potential? Bulls playing some good basketball tonight in the United Center. Lonzo Ball, tough finish. Now check out Lonzo, always making winning plays, poking it away, Bulls out and running the other way. Lonzo, the touch pass, Vooch to Buzelis. This felt like the best the Bulls have played in a while, and Josh Giddey had himself a great game. Third quarter, Bulls in cruise control. Zach LaVine hitting the step back, Bulls cruise. A rookie with a career-high 20 points tonight for the Bulls. The story, though, in this one, Josh Giddey, 20 points, 13 boards, 11 dimes. Bulls win by 26. Last but not least, tonight in Atlanta, DeJounte Murray making his return to his former team. A dime here in the first to Vis Misi. Pelicans got destroyed yesterday in New York City. In the second quarter, Murray again to Misi. For a team currently sitting in last place in the West, Misi is a pleasant sight to see, and one there again from Murray. Hawks down by 1 early in the third quarter. Here's the other part of that trade. Dyson Daniels, the Great Barrier Thief, the takeaway, and then he's going to score on Murray. Atlanta up by 7 late in the third quarter, looking to avoid a letdown. Jalen Johnson, the beautiful pass to DeAndre Hunter. Pelicans only down by 4, though, early stages of the fourth. CJ McCollum having himself a night. But on the other end, the play of the day by far for me. Jalen Johnson switching hands midair with the lefty dunk. Now the Hawks building momentum in the fourth. Here's the number 1 overall pick hard down the lane. And now the finishing touches in transition. Trade the lob to Jalen. Hawks win again. Atlanta's back to 500, 4 wins in a row, and DeAndre Hunter has been really good since his return. Here's what happened today from the trades perspective. DeJounte Murray, 7 points, 10 dimes, 2 for 15 shooting. Meanwhile, Dyson Daniels, 19 points, 4 steals, 5 boards. A great game again for Dyson. Again, though, I don't think it's all doom and gloom for the Pelicans. Their rookie is good. He is a real starting center in the league to me. By the way, tomorrow is the last day of the group stage of the in-season tournament. We get 11 games. This one's going to be a really good one. Orlando's red hot. They're in New York. The Grizzlies are red hot. They're in Dallas, who's also red hot. That should be great. I shouldn't just pick a few because there's a lot of good games on the schedule tomorrow. I'm going to be locked in on this one. This is my bandwagon team. The Pistons can advance with a win over Milwaukee. Will that happen? Can you imagine if Detroit makes it to Vegas?